Hi, I'm Tati. Let's talk about ebooks. So I decided to make this video because I know a lot of us right now are practicing social distancing and staying at home in order to keep each other safe. Lots of things are also closed, like some bookstores and libraries, at least in my area they are. So it could be a bit tougher to get your hands on a physical copy of a book. Currently, I personally cannot check out or even return any books to my library, and I'm not planning on going out anytime soon to buy any books. So I thought I would share the apps I use to read ebooks and listen to audiobooks. So I have two, sort of three apps that I mainly use to read ebooks and listen to audiobooks, and these are apps that are connected to my library and my library card, so I can rent and read books for free through that. First up is Overdrive/Libby. Now, Overdrive and Libby are two separate apps. Libby is sort of the new version of Overdrive, which is why they're kind of the same thing. They have the same catalog of books and audiobooks and movies and music. They have the same catalog, but it's just sort of a different way of getting the books. I have been using Overdrive for years, and I'm slowly but surely moving over to Libby. Very slowly, because I'm really used to Overdrive. Now, your selection of books on these apps will probably differ depending on your library system. In my library system, there is an awesome selection of books. There's a huge selection of YA books, which are the books I mostly read, so I usually don't have any trouble finding books to rent as ebooks or audiobooks. The limits on this app, on either app, for me are 10 rentals at a time, 5 holds at a time. I can rent ebooks and audiobooks for a minimum of 7 days and a maximum of 14 days. And I do have the option to renew a loan or to request it again if there already holds on it once my time on it runs out. However, these limits will be different, I'm assuming, depending on what your library is like. Also, like with a normal library, only one person can rent a book at a time, so if somebody else has that one copy rented, you have to put it on hold and wait your turn. And then my second most used ebook audiobook app is Hoopla. Again, this one is through my library system. However, it does have a different catalog of materials. So if I can't find something on Overdrive/Libby, I can check Hoopla and they may have it. They have different stuff. I use Hoopla to rent ebooks and audiobooks, but I also use it to rent music. They have a lot of music available, at least with my library system, and comic books and graphic novels. They have a system set up of how you can read the comics that I really enjoy reading them digitally through Hoopla. Now, the limits for this app are 10 rentals a month, and there are no holds because titles can be borrowed by multiple people at once. And when I rent something, an audiobook or an ebook, it's available for 21 days after I rent it. However, this again will probably differ depending on your library system. And those are the apps that I use the most to read ebooks and listen to audiobooks. And I mostly use them on my phone, and my case is messed up right now, but they work really well on my phone. I've also used them on my tablet for more of like an e-reader experience, but I almost never use this to read. I always use this. I also wanted to quickly mention Scribble. Now, this is gonna seem weird. I've never used Scribble before. It's sort of like a library, except with a subscription cost. You pay monthly in order to access their catalog of materials. I'm mentioning it even though I've never used it because they are allowing people to use their service for free, like get access to their whole catalog for free for 30 days. I don't remember when it started, but I will leave the link in the description so you can check out if that's still available. Now, moving on to non-free options. There is, of course, Amazon's Kindle app, Barnes & Noble's Nook app, and there is Google Play Books. I don't really have a preference among these three apps. I use them interchangeably. mostly depending on the price of the book. I also have Gloss, which I have not really used yet, but I've gotten a few freebie books from there, so it's installed on my phone. I don't know if it's Gloss or Gloss. And then I also have Bookshout, which I have not really used too much yet either. However, Bookshout does reward you for reading books by giving you credit towards your next book purchase, which I think is really cool. And now I have a couple apps that are more free reading. However, they're not ebooks in the most traditional sense. First up, we have Swoon Reads, which is a website where writers can upload their work for readers to read and comment on and share. And depending on a few different factors, these works can be considered for Swoon Reads to publish. And then, of course, there's Wattpad, which I think pretty much everyone knows about, but it is another website / app where writers can upload their work and readers can read and comment and like and share it, mostly for free. There are some paid stories now on Wattpad, I've noticed. And that is literally every reading app I use. Let me know what reading apps you use in the comments and what your favorites are. If you liked this video, please give it a like. I have new videos every Tuesday and Friday, so subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thanks for watching. Bye. Maybe it'll work. I feel like the camera's not looking at me. Hi, I'm Tati, and we're all staying home. I don't know what to do for a thumbnail. Overdrive. That looks so weird. Okay, bye.